Good afternoon, Yonkers. It's Freddie Vasquez. This is an afternoon update. Folks, today is Thursday, October 6th, 2022. Happy birthday to all those celebrating a birthday today, October 6th. Happy birthday to you. Special people I know celebrating birthdays today, so I want to send you a happy birthday wish. Very, very special person to me. Shout out to you. May you have a blessed and beautiful birthday. And I hope that your dreams come true. And they look like they're coming true to me anyway. So I'm happy to see that. You're doing amazing. Continue to do what you do. Wish I could say the same for our city council members. Folks, I'm Freddie Vasquez. Good afternoon. Did anyone see this meeting? It was on Jose Alvarado's page. If you didn't go to it live, it was some meeting held at the Dayspring Community Center in regards to affordable housing. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Shanae Williams, councilwoman for the 1st District, and Corazon Pineda, councilwoman for District 2, were holding this meeting. Jose Alvarado was there. He was filming, I believe, holding this meeting to discuss their affordable housing ordinance that is being worked on. But I have so many questions, and I wish I was there. I didn't even know, man. Like, didn't you guys already have one? Remember the one that you guys failed to pass? You know, the one that you initially approved and passed, and then the mayor vetoed it, and then you guys had an opportunity to override that veto, but you failed to do that. You decided to go along with the mayor and the developers. And so now here they are holding meetings that they should have had years ago. Well, definitely last year. And they're talking about, in one point, I'm going to go into details later on today, how we need people to come to City Hall and rally. We need like 300 people there to demand this. Well, why didn't you say that last year, when the ordinance that was being proposed was a lot better than the garbage you guys are proposing now? Why didn't you call on the community to come out and protest and demand that they pass this? And why didn't you guys get it passed? Super majority. I mean, it was you, specifically one of your members who lives in affordable housing, that killed the ordinance. And now here we are debating or talking or discussing. By the time they get this done, guess what? The developments are going to be done. This is just a stall tactic. All the developments are going to have been grandfathered in, so they're not going to have to, abide by this new ordinance that they eventually pass once everything is done. That's what they're doing here. They have elections coming up next year. They have to start looking good, right? And so they're selling us a lot of BS. And so I want to talk about this. I do want to play a little clip. Shout out to Keisha Skipper. I love what you said there. Shout out to you. So anyone who is in need of affordable housing is having trouble finding an affordable place to live here in Yonkers, this is important to you. This is very important to you, and you have to understand that they let you down. So everything that they say now is a little too late. $1 short, a day late and $1 short. Is that how it goes? A day late and $1 short. And this is all fluff. Doesn't mean nothing. They're building the buildings now. We needed this last year, and we needed that 20%. And that's another thing that Mike Cato was pushing hard for, why they had to get rid of him. But check out Keisha Skipper, the vice president of the Yonkers NAACP. Hear what she has to say here.
I also think that what we should include as we're having these conversations, when we're talking about percentages, when you talk about 13% of units, right? If there are 100 units, that's 13 units, right? 40% of 13 units is only 5 units, right? So you're looking at 5 units between 65,000 and whatever else, and another 5 units, and then the remaining 3 units would be for people who are making 80 to 100% of the area median income. Why that is important now goes back to the conversation that council members are having, when the area median income in Yonkers is 56,000 for a family of 4, right? They're already at the lower end of the area median income, right? So when you're looking at families and family members of Yonkers, the units that will be readily available to you in Yonkers would be
Listen.
at 5 units. So 200,000 residents, and I'm exaggerating, will be vying for 5 units in this 100-unit building.
And I think
that's why this conversation is necessary for our community.
That's right. That's why this conversation is necessary for our community. Let them know, Miss Skipper. Let them know. Vice President of the Yonkers NAACP, because it's Black people that are being most affected, as well as Hispanics, whites too. But I just had to say that because it is true. Predominantly, people that are being affected currently at this moment are Blacks. The Black community on the Northwest side, Southwest side, where they're building a lot of this luxury development, are getting pushed out. Today, I met the man himself. I met Joe Cotter. I stopped up on Ashburn today as I saw some gentlemen that just did not belong there, but I can tell they were there because they were doing some development. And so I wanted to know what was going on at the corner of Ashburn and North Broadway. So I pulled over and I met the man himself, Joe Cotter, the guy that's building all of the movie studios here in the city of Yonkers. And it looks like there's going to be some studio type movie studio on Ashburn and North Broadway. That's right. Imagine that. And so he says, you know what we're doing? We are saving Yonkers. That's what he says. He's saving Yonkers. I guess Yonkers needed to be saved. We need to be saved from the corruption that has been plaguing this city for far too long. Are you going to help with that, Joe? Or are you a part of it? He blamed it on the developers building the residential buildings and projects that are the ones that I needed to focus on, he said. He said they're going to bring a 40-story building here to the city of Yonkers. That's what he told me. So prepare for that, Yonkers. We will have a mini World Trade Center located in the downtown area pretty soon. And that is why they named Wilson Kimball chair of the Zoning Board of Appeals. That is why Sam Borelli was put in the building department. You starting to understand what's going on here? Zoning changes, big buildings that they said they would never build here in Yonkers. They're going to go ahead and build them. Hudson Street has a 25-story building going up. So it makes sense that a 40-story building would be next. And this is according to Joe Cotter, the man himself, the man that owns downtown Yonkers, who bought Leak and Watts for $55 million and said to me that they're going to put a school there, and I've spoken about it, as well as a school on top of the PAL. That's right. They're going to do a film program on top of the PAL. They're going to build some kind of film school. It's going to be partnered with Lionsgate. They're building right next to it. That's where I was at earlier on Warburton, where they created an unsafe situation along the sidewalk there for pedestrians. But they can do whatever they want. They are the deep pocket developers that so many of our elected officials brag about being able to bring to Yonkers. Are we excited about it? Who's excited about the deep pocket developers that are here in Yonkers? I'm not. A lot of people are not. But anyway, folks, join me later on today. I'm going to be talking about this in more detail. We'll discuss that meeting that they had there at the affordable housing. I'll discuss my interaction with Joe Cotter, as well as what's going on with the building department. Shout out to folks at the building department, Maria Santabello. Listen, I'm not, I'm just telling you, I'm dealing with you. We are dealing with you, right? We're not dealing with Sam directly. And you know what's going on up there. I'm not trying to insinuate anything about you. I'm just saying, you know what's going on up there. Like, it's not right. It's not fair. It's not okay. People like Joe Cotter and other developers get whatever they want. Zoning laws changed. Permits approved quickly. Some people don't even have to apply for permits. They get changes of C of O, like matter of a little note there and initialing and dating by Sam. So why is it so difficult for me? And why is it that you guys could not have told us this in 2 separate meetings that we had with a planning examiner and Sam Borelli himself? to go over everything that we needed to have done there was this never mentioned. I mean, I'm just saying. And please, folks, it's not John Limo. I hear people always call him every time I do a podcast and I say something that some people may not like. Why do you call him? You want my number? 914-467-0597. Or you can reach me at politicwithfred@gmail.com. Call me. I said it. It wasn't John. It wasn't anyone related to the Caters. So if anything I say, you can call me. We can discuss. Correct me if I'm wrong. And by the way, Tasha Diaz, please, can you tell your minion to stop messaging me and harassing me and making posts? I screenshotted her message where she is basically insinuating that she's doing this on your behalf. Did you tell her, Tasha Diaz, to make those disgusting posts and be so nasty in her messages? As I have a woman that's messaging me disgusting thing, and she says that now she's taking away my street protection. Because of her, I was being protected in the streets. This is what I'm being messaged by this woman. And she said, Ziploc forever and this, that, and the third. And so after reading that, I started to wonder maybe there's something else going on there. She's using your name, Majority Leader Tasha Diaz. I suggest you figure out why this district leader is doing this in your name. It's very disgusting. At least I speak truth. That's the difference. So, okay, so go ahead and check your minutes. I'm not sure what's going on there. I don't know what she means by she is, taking away my street protection. She was, according to her, protecting me in the streets. I have no idea who this woman is. And now she's taking away the street protection. So I'm in trouble now, folks. This is crazy. Only in Yonkers. I'm Freddie Vasquez. Join me tonight. Let's get into this meeting. Let's see what they had to say. I want you to hear these folks. They